36. Discussing various personal topics, including weather changes. God, we are so cool.
Okay,
Six.
there we go. Close that because I don't want to hear myself double. Okay, I think I did it. I think we're ready. I need a haircut. I'm getting my haircut on Friday. Okay, here we go. Oh shit, I'm recording this. Bum, 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 bum. Do. Hey y'all, it's Rachel,
And Eddie.
and this is my so-called mess. Welcome to it. I know it's been a while, Eddie. How
Yeah,
have
it's
you
been so long. I feel like
been?
I barely know you.
I don't think I know you anymore. I also didn't know
Um,
what to do, obviously.
have you been busy?
So yeah, so I'm well, one is I move in a week.
Oh, right, because the
Um,
mold.
yeah, so I move in a week. Um, and then I had a whole bunch of new clients, and my base just got like you- I didn't like they just kept, every time I thought I had time, it wasn't like quite enough time to record. Uh,
Yeah,
or and then our days were mixed like backwards, and then I was still working at my other place until this past weekend. So I was working like 50 something hours a week.
oh wow. Yeah, it's not entirely your fault. I think you had a moment, but then the kids were on spring break.
Spring break.
Ooh.
Is it
Yeah,
wild?
well, it's no, they mowed the lawn and then I paid them.
How much does a lawnmower mowing
Um,
just lawnmower services go for these days?
it was their first time. Not only did they mow the lawn, we have a relatively big yard. Our house
Yes, we
is on
do.
like an acre, but they also scraped the gutter, like that area in the road. It gets like
Oh
leaf
yeah,
and
yeah,
dirt
yeah.
collected in it. They scraped all that up, like all around the curb. So I think we paid them each 15.
Wow, they be rich now.
Yeah. Then we went to Hot Topic and they spent it all at Hot Topic. Have you been to Hot Topic lately?
Not a long time.
We're in the Hot Topic phase of life. They
Mm,
got like these goth cat ears. So it's like a
okay.
headband with cat ears on it. And then they're fuzzy, right?
Hmm.
And then they've got like like crosses and like metal things. And then they bought like a 3-pack of chokers with their friend, and they
Nice.
all wore chokers.
Do they listen to Cat's Eye?
No, oh yeah, that's a K-pop band.
Yeah. It was from a reality show. Like they started I think it was a Netflix show. So talking about reality shows. Did you ever watch Age of Attraction? No, I know you.
No,
No, I'm gonna say no.
no, I'm sorry.
That's okay. No, no,
I'm
no.
pretty horrible about reality. I can't face reality.
I mean, I watch reality shows because it's so ridiculous reality that it's the way for me to escape. So there's a show called Age of Attraction.
Okay.
Basically, I think I might have mentioned it one time. You date people, but you don't know how old they are.
Oh, I don't like this already.
So the ages are like 20 something to 60s.
Nah, okay, okay.
Okay. So, I mean, you can tell on some most be like uh, an a roundabout. Like, I would be
Like,
like,
what's your favorite sitcom? Oh, The Dick Van Dyke Show.
so you can't tell your age while you're dating until you go to the promise room. And that's when you can reveal your age.
The Promise Room is like where you get married.
No, it's just where you want to be a couple. You're making like a promise ring, but in a room. And then you reveal your age. Okay. It's the most
I,
ridiculous show. They're all ridiculous, but they're casting.
oh, they are?
Yeah.
Okay, well then I'm in.
So, so my friend convinced me yesterday. to look at the application. She's like, just register for it and see. It has like 20 questions I'd have to answer. Tell me about your childhood. Tell me about
Okay, 20 seems like not enough questions. It should be like 100, right?
but this is like, if it was just like yes and no, this is like essay questions.
Wow, okay. 20 essays. Got
Okay.
it.
They don't have to be essays. Like, like what were the biggest challenges you faced in life? And I was sitting in bed last night. I'm like, I probably won't ever do this. It was just kind of a goof because also I'd have to take off work. I'm just starting my practice, like it's in October. And then I'm thinking, is it a really good idea to go on a reality show in my job for someone to see me and be like, that's what my therapist is really like? Dang, she's great. Like, like she doesn't know what the fuck she's doing in relationships. And also, why is she on TV? But would it get me more clients? Like, ooh, my therapist was on TV. Also, I could get on the show and never be seen because I never like couple up with anybody. Like all these things are possible. But I started thinking about my past. I'm like, I've had some fucked up things happen in my past. I'm like, they probably would be like, man, her ex is an addict. She's had this happen, this happened. Like, she'd probably be good TV. So I don't know.
I think what we should do is hire somebody to play you. So you give them all the things to say, and then they go
Mm,
on as you.
I like that even better.
Yeah. Because that way you don't have to you don't have to sacrifice any of your job time. And then if any of the shit that the actor says is too real, even though it might be autobiographical stuff, you can just be like, that was creative
That was
liberty. Like they were not.
it's true, true. And then part of me is like, also, as I watch all these reality shows, I'm like, can I sit and watch my social media like be destroyed by somebody? You know what I mean? Like, you're terrible. You're bleh,
Yeah.
get your nose done. I don't even know why nose, but
You
yeah,
might also get like a army of diehard supporters, you
yeah.
know.
Could I get a bunch of stands? Which I don't want that either. But I think I'd be funny on TV. I don't think I'd necessarily be dating material on TV,
Hmm.
but I think I'd
Like,
be
do you think you'd be funny in a Real Housewives bitchy sort of way, or do you think you'd be funny in like a um no filter kind of New Jersey person type of way?
I think it's a little bit both. I mean, you hear me as I'm like, I would narrate everything. So if they're just having me sit somewhere doing nothing, I would just be narrating everything I'm doing. I could be really bitchy, which is also a New Jersey kind of thing. That's the part
Yeah.
um I think I could be funny.
I think you'd be funny too. And you watch enough reality to where you could be a caricature of
True, true, true.
reality. Like you know
Also
what
that
sells on reality.
and then I started thinking about like, well, fuck, I would need so many outfits, and a lot of times they're sitting in bathing suits the whole time, like weird shit. I'm like, I don't want to
Oh,
do
that's
that.
disappointing. Yeah.
And also, I don't want to wear high heels every day. So I don't know. I might just do it. So I started doing it. It was really just for goofs to see what it would be like to like.
Is it a video interview, like a video essay thing?
So I haven't gotten past the page of questions because it's like I said, it's a lot. I'm trying to say it's a lot of fucking questions. And what was the most, what was your biggest accomplishment in life?
Oh, wow.
I don't know. If I had my biggest, and then part of me is like, if I already had my biggest accomplishment, I'm like, I don't know, would I be dead? Um, so let me see. So yeah, let me see what these. Let me see. Hang on
Yeah,
one.
biggest accomplishment's that's a tough call. I feel like I've changed the answer to that a few times throughout my life,
Right.
where it's like
Okay. One
this
question is just
accomplishment, this
sorry.
accomplishment does not seem as big anymore, so I'm switching
No.
to an old one.
Tell us about yourself. Describe your childhood. Have you
Mhm.
ever won any awards? Your greatest accomplishment. In a group setting, what role do you usually take? How would your friends define your personality? How do you handle conflict? Are you competitive? Yeah, I'm fucking competitive. What is
So
something
you
we would
answered
be
that one.
what is something we would be surprised to discover about you? And the one that really bothers me, your hobbies and passions. I don't have any fucking hobbies. Watching reality TV, I don't know. I hate the hobbies question. It bothers me. I think we put so much emphasis on hobbies and people feel like they have to come up with these like elaborate hobbies. I play backgammon.
I don't know, it kind
Um,
of reads as a it reads as a dating profile.
that's true. What personality traits do you dislike in other people? Okay, here's the big question. Why are you single? How do you
Yeah.
how do you meet most of the people you date? What are you looking for in a mate? Are you looking for a long-time partner? It's like questions like how important is race and ethnicity? If you date outside your rate, what races do you find most attractive? It's just like it's more than 20 questions. What do you think the most important quality in a dating person is, the person you're dating? Have you ever lied about your age? Um,
I almost feel like race and ethnicity is really important, and it's almost like not same race, please. Like
Absolutely.
like none of the same,
I know. Yeah.
because then
Um,
it's not interesting.
yeah. So I don't know what I'll do. I don't know. It's like a lot of questions. Like, tell me about your childhood. How long do you have? Like, how much do you want to know? Do you want to know chronologically what happened through my life? Do you want to know just did I have a happy childhood? That's boring.
Well, like there's always those moments in reality shows where it's like, I had such a hard childhood
I
growing up,
know.
and like they'll play some soft music. It's not always like the central
I
focus,
know. And I don't think
but
it.
like what we like to see on reality TV, and I'm really only talking about Drag Race, is like overcoming adversities and
I know.
becoming the best version of
So
yourself.
So I can't do that. So for my childhood, I don't know that happened. Can I say like I was a little bit of a bully? Like they're not going to want to know that about me. I was a mean girl for a while, but
Yeah, we don't celebrate those.
a mean girl. But I could say like my adult life would be, like I had a chronic illness, I had a lot of surgeries, I had a lot of shit happen. I don't know. They love someone who's been assaulted. Cool. Check the box. But yeah, I don't know. It's a lot. But then I keep going.
You may not be right for us. So that's the response you'll receive.
I'm
We need
also like,
someone with childhood adversities,
I know. I'm like, I had a good childhood. I don't know. I was lost once.
or you
I-
could be so old that you would consider your like 30s your childhood.
I'm still a child. God damn it. But then also, like, would my boss allow me to be like, I'm taking off work for a few weeks to go on reality TV? So,
Yeah, you're fired.
I
No, that's funny. How did you find out that they were casting? Was it just,
I saw a post on Instagram.
that's pretty interesting.
It would be much cooler if someone had been like, hey, come here. We're casting. We're casting. You want to join us? That would be kind of cool, right? Like they pick me up. Also, I'm not your I'm not your look for typical reality television. I'm not saying I'm not dogging. I'm not trying to say like I'm not pretty enough. I'm not blonde. That's true. I like those. But also, I'm not even 5 feet tall.
Hmm. I don't know, like shorties, they don't have a shorties,
On the new Real Housewives of Atlanta on this season, there's a couple shorties. There's a few, but
I
like
need to start watching that. How do you watch it streaming?
Bravo,
Is it on Peacock?
Peacock. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
all the Bravo shows are on Peacock. Um, but yeah, I think like I'm just not. Yeah, I don't know. But part of me thinks it would still be funny. And then like also like and then I think the whole time I'm not gonna get picked. I'm not gonna get picked. And then I suddenly like have to go on this show. And I think I would hate it. Because here's the other thing. Do I have to share a room with people? Do I have to sleep in the same room with people?
I
A
think
lot of
so. Yeah, it's
but
bunk beds.
they don't show the sleeping arrangements for this one. I'm thinking because of the age differences that maybe like people have their own space. Second, I read that on Love Island, they have one bathroom.
What? Why?
So you don't spend too much time in the hiding in the bathroom. I think it was Love Island. And I don't like sharing bathrooms. That would be my biggest thing. It's like I don't want to share a bathroom. Also, I get like, what if I get a stomach ache?
I
What else?
know. Yeah, you have to use that bathroom and have people banging on the door.
Yeah, no, I don't even. Yeah, I don't know how I made it through. my like freshman year of college, my freshman and sophomore year in college, living in a dorm using the bathroom. I probably never went to the. I feel like I must have never went to the bathroom. I don't even in when I had roommates. Yeah, we shared a bathroom. Yeah, I'm not a good bathroom sharer. I don't like to use bathrooms. So this might all
Also,
be
I feel like I've had a friend who was on Squid Game. Did I tell you about that?
no.
And he competed in the Squid Game, but then had a really like they have really aggressive NDAs where you're not allowed
Yeah,
to talk about it for a certain amount of time. And I feel like that'd be pretty hard for you
you're correct.
to just not dish.
I would just look at everybody like, "Where have you been?" "Hmm."
You would walk up to somebody and be like, okay, I'm on this show and we've already filmed and I know what happens and I can't tell you anything about it. But if you ask specific questions, then I can just like blink or something and maybe let you know if you're right or wrong. But I won't, I'm not allowed to say anything, but
That would be awesome. And I could just go up to strangers because they don't know who I am. Hey, I'm on reality TV and walk away.
yeah. I think like in talking to my friend, I really had thought, oh, he won the thing because he just had to keep saying, I can't say anything about it.
He didn't win.
But yeah, I don't even think he made it past the first or second round.
Also, where do you tell people you go? Like you just disappear for weeks?
I don't know. I think maybe they can know that you're going to film for the show.
I don't know what happened. Also, yeah, like, and I need my like decompression time,
Hmm.
like away from people. There'll be a lot of peopling.
Oh yeah. That sounds pretty tough.
But I think I would enjoy if like if I was a reality show where like people just followed me, like more like I didn't have to like I could, but it was just like I think I could go on a reality show. I think I would like
Yeah.
to be followed around a little bit and just
Yeah, and I think honestly like a year ago or maybe 2 years ago, this would have been perfect for you because you
yeah,
would have been ready for it. But right now, I feel like, when it rains, it pours. There's a lot going on in your life and
true.
the opportunities are all going to stack up now, or at least it's going to look like opportunities. I guess you haven't even filled out the questionnaire, so who
Right, right,
knows?
right. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of like I want to win the lottery, but I don't play, so you can't really like I get mad every week when I don't win, but like I don't play,
Yeah,
you
no,
know.
I feel like everybody does that where it's like, ugh, I'd be so much better than all these people at
I
it. And
know.
then they never try out or put themselves to the test.
Also, I think I don't know that I'm good at tryouts to like auditions. I don't think that's where I think I just need to I think you just need a little hidden camera and my natural element,
Hmm.
and then you would see me doing all my funny stuff.
I listened to a lot of podcasts and there was this one guy, I think he was on The Big Bang Theory. Not
Okay.
a show that I was into.
Me
But
either.
anyway, when he did the audition, he was just like, "Oh, I don't want this role. Like, oh, this fucking sucks." But somebody made him do it, and then he went into the audition with that kind of energy, and it was like exactly the energy that the character needed.
Which
And
character was that? Do you remember?
did you watch that show? He
No,
was
but
one of
I mean,
the
I've watched it like once or twice.
he's like one of the not the main characters. He was like I don't know which one he was.
You
Sorry.
know, now I want to know who that actor was who did the. Um,
I could figure that out for you.
it's okay. I was just, yeah. Um, so I in the because I haven't seen you in forever and ever. I started going to reformer Pilates
Oh wow. Have you done that before?
like years and years and years ago. I took private classes. Um,
Cool.
but I went to this little boutique Pilates place. It only
Boutique
ha
Pilates.
Yep, it only has four reformers in it.
Wow.
So you get a lot of attention, which is really nice.
I think boutique Pilates is what's happening right now. I think
Well,
that is
but there's
the
a lot
trend.
of the Pilates places have like 12, 15 reformers in it. These is four reformers.
I know I know of at least two people locally who just have like two reformers in their house and they'll have like private classes.
Yeah, so this, but yes, and that's just going to spend a lot of money. So this is a little more, it's not quite price. I guess it's considered semi-private. They do, this one does reformer and silks. A lot of the, I mean, there are other places doing this, but a lot of the ones around me are like the bigger Pilates places, you know? But this is like, I could walk to it. And they had a deal for, new students.
Hmm.
So I went 9 times in 2 weeks. And
What? 9 times in 2 weeks? That sounds like more than once a day.
no, that'll be,
Oh, wait, sorry. 1 week.
yeah. I thought about that. I thought about going twice in a day one day when I had time. But I had to go at like a couple times I had to go at like 7 a.m.
Jeez.
I know. And I had to walk there. It was like two buildings over, and I'm like, it's still a little bit dark out. Oh my God. Like walking over here so much when it's
But
dark.
how's your core doing?
It's fantastic. So, but I'm
I want to
moving.
sit up straight now.
But and then I'm moving and I'm trying to find places there that I want to like, also try. But it was a special for 2 weeks, right?
Hmm.
I'm doing a drop in on Friday because I want to like I didn't really have time this week, but also I was going to do another like a new student special at a different Pilates place, but I'm like, but I like it here and I know they're helping me like really do my alignment right and all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to one on Friday. It's $50 for a one-time class.
That's that sounds a lot. That sounds like a lot.
Yeah.
I think this is the paradigm we live in. It's like you have to buy a month of classes to get the deal.
Yeah. And that a lot of them are like a lot of these little gyms are like 2 to 400 a month.
Man, that's crazy.
Ridiculous. Yeah.
They should just sell like a lifetime subscription where you pay them $150,000 and then it's like they cannot charge you.
I just give them my blood. Just give them
Mhm.
my soul. So, but I am gonna go on Friday, but I decided, and this might be really stupid. So they have Pilates Reformer 1, Pilates Reformer 2, and something called Jump Board.
Hmm.
And Jump Board is like it's a little more cardio. It's kind of like imagine yourself jumping but lying down. So you're using this little board as a spring, but it's all on your back. It was
I
the
like
hardest thing for
that.
me.
That sounds
It's really
good.
hard. It is. I couldn't wrap my brain around it at first. And they were like, jump like a trampoline. I'm like, but I'm lying fucking down, lady. I don't understand. It took me a minute to figure it out. But I'm gonna try a level 2 class on Friday. So
What does that mean?
I don't know.
They adjust the tension on the reformer.
I mean, we adjusted the whole time. I don't know what a level 2 would mean. But I guess I'll find out. I'm like, because I went to a class, right? I was like my sixth class, maybe. And it was just two of us. And the other one's
Hmm.
been doing it forever and ever and ever and ever. And it was a guest teacher. So
Oh,
she ended up doing different stuff with us. And at the end of class, she's like, sometimes it's so nice to have a really small group with advanced students so we can try different things. I'm like, you just called me advanced. I've been here for a week. So
oh.
I should be okay.
I've never been called advanced. No, I'm just kidding. I have been singled out for maybe not maybe not front row material in a hot like a 26 and 2 or whatever they're called.
Um,
They're like, you need to get on the back row.
that's terrible.
It's just, it makes you want to work for something, but I don't think that's the strategy for me. I don't want to be called advanced, and I don't want to be invited to a level 2 Pilates reformer thing.
I
Like,
wasn't invited.
oh, really? You were challenged? They
No, no,
slap you across the face
no,
with
no,
a
no,
white
not when I
glove.
was told I was advanced. Well, here's what happened. They have what on Friday. I don't want to wake up. I'm trying to get myself because on Mondays, I don't work on Mondays in the morning anymore. So my first session isn't until 4 p.m.
Hmm.
I'm trying to like learn how to sleep in again, which I'm kind of starting to be able to do a little bit. So I
These all
didn't want
sound like healthy things that you're up to.
I know it's weird. I'm going to show you my next healthy thing in a minute. It's really exciting. So I didn't want to go to like a 7 a.m. class. Oh, they also have aerial classes, like canopy kind of stuff. I didn't want to do
Hmm.
it. Oh, and the owner went to UGA and was a dance.
Go dogs, as
So
as we must.
Go dogs, absolutely. She's not so much like even the first day, like I said, go dogs, and she didn't really say anything back.
Oh, are you sure she went to the UGA then?
She did, and she mentioned like her theater, like the dance thing, blah blah blah. And I'm like, I guess she's just not. But it doesn't matter if you're not into football. You still go dogs. And then I came in and like, and oh,
It is kind of like may Christ be with you and also with you, right?
exactly. I would say that back. I'm not Christian,
I
and
know.
I think I was even wearing a Georgia shirt the first time or a sweatshirt, and she didn't say anything. Like, oh, I went to Georgia, and I was like, that was a little strange. Because I was like talking like how like talking up about Athens, and she didn't have that same excitement. So maybe she didn't have a great experience in Athens. I don't know. But also,
Oh, her. Yeah, no, I know her.
you know her? You remember her? Yeah.
No.
She was always looking like a little. So I can't reach it. So also while I was in Pilates, this is my maybe this is my new cult of the week. Um, I Pilates is really good for core and also for pelvic floor health.
Mm-hmm.
So I was telling about what I do also and blah blah blah. And I talked about having all my surgeries and she was like, "Oh my God, you have to try this." And I'm a sucker. I will try anything. So I'm gonna grab it. I'm gonna hang on 1 second.
What are you grabbing?
Oh my God, that was probably a mistake.
I don't know what you're grabbing.
So I might have just made a big mistake. My headphones popped off.
Are you grabbing
Can't
something
hear you. Hang on.
that was like
Being very
a
unprofessional.
I'm picturing her grabbing like a flyer for something. I'm not really sure.
Oh no, yes. You'll be really excited in a minute. Sorry about that. That was the most unprofessional. I mean, I'm not a very professional person in general, but
I wasn't sure what you were grabbing. And
I'm
I
gonna
was
say
like, a flyer for Pilates class?
yes, because if I refer somebody, I get $20. But no, that's not.
Yeah, sure, I'll
My
go.
use my code. No. So there's a thing that's filling for pelvic floor health. I was going to show it to you because it's so cool. It's called the wand.
Oh,
It's not a vibrator. It doesn't vibrate. It looks like this. I'm a sucker. I also buy anything.
ooh, I like
Okay,
the shape.
me too.
Very
This
ocean wave.
right, and it's called the wand by Intimate Rose. I don't sell these. I have no
Mm-hmm.
affiliation. It's fucking cool. So this part is for more superficial areas.
Uh-huh.
You can only use water lube. This part can be now, of course, if you're going to use it for both, I would suggest buying two. They can be used vaginally, but also anally.
Mm-hmm.
If you're going to use it on yourself for both, just buy two. It's $30. But basically, do you foam roll?
We have one. Yeah.
Okay, so you know how it feels when you foam roll, like it fucking hurts like a motherfucker in some ways, and then it's like, then all of a sudden it's like, oh, that feels so good now.
Yeah, yeah.
Foam roller for your insides.
Ew.
It's
Okay.
basically how you can think of it. So like you find a spot that kind of like when you press, it kind of hurts, and you hold it there and breathe, and then
Okay.
it releases that tension.
That's interesting.
Fantastic.
I feel like that's really right in line with many of the yoga tactics where it's like breathe into it.
Yeah. So, but it it's used to for deeper pelvic floor muscles. So it's general maintenance. It's for trigger points and tender points, muscles that are painful to touch, like knots. And it can help with chronic pelvic pain. It can help with pain during sex. It can help with anxiety and stress too, and
I could
fear.
see that being really helpful, especially if you do have like, tension
Uh-huh.
in the pelvic floor area
Yep.
or internal tension.
Yep. And
You would need to you would need something like that because it seems like you can maybe turn it or like
yes.
seems
Yeah,
like you'd have a lot of different angles that
absolutely.
you
And
could hit at.
oh my God. When you are done, you do it a few minutes. Like I said, if you have, for men, if you have for pelvic floor stuff, you can use it anally. But also if you have digestive issues, it can be used a little bit that way. But but when you're done and like you're like, oh, ow, like it kind of hurts, and then it's like, oh, you just sit there and breathe, and it's like, okay, this feels great, and then you're done, and it's like this release of tension where it's almost like it's like a little mini orgasm kind of. It's just this like whoosh.
Mm,
Your whole body is like, oh,
the release.
yeah. It's not like, a full body, like you're like, oh my God, like, because it's not, um, you're not creating pleasure for yourself, but it's like this, like, release of all that tension after.
Yeah, like the post-massage feeling.
Yeah.
It's similar to orgasmic, but it is like it's a full body pleasure sensation that
Yeah. Yeah.
I guess it's like orgasm adjacent. Like it's not an
Yeah.
orgasm. It's like a tension orgasm or
Yeah.
something.
I mean, because there's so many different kinds. I'm like, I called it like a mini-gasm.
A mini-gasm. That's cute.
Thank you. I try. Try.
Mm.
Mm.
Get your mini-gasms. Get your
Get too many.
mini-gasms.
I know. I've been telling so many people about this wand, and I'm like my clients and stuff too, and I have to be like, I don't know why I preface this all the time. Like, I swear I'm not an affiliate. I'm making no money off of this, but
Yeah.
fucking awesome.
How did you get in touch with it?
Okay, so because at my Pilates studio that I was going to,
Hmm.
he works a lot. Maybe her mom's a pelvic floor therapist. Maybe I made that up, but or she works a lot with pelvic floor
Pelvic
therapists.
floor therapist sounds like the FBI shirt, like female booty inspector or whatever. Like, I'm a pelvic floor specialist. It's like a frat boy t-shirt.
I think it should be. Um,
Go dogs, as we must say.
Go dogs. Um, but so she works a lot with pelvic health, public health, pelvic health, and she had them, and then I'm like, in my head, I'm like, God, she's, of course, because the studio is like ridiculously expensive, it's so expensive. I'm like, she's probably selling it. Like, I'm gonna go at home and see how much this is. She's like, if you're interested, then the hard sell. I only have two left. And in my head, I'm like, you probably only put two out at a time, and that's your spiel. But like, okay. But she really only had two left. Because she was headed out of the country for a while. But so I looked it up to see how much they are. And I'm like, oh, this thing isn't expensive. I'm just gonna take a better look at it at the studio again and kind of like, just ask her. She was charging at the same price that it was online. So
Oh, that's good.
yeah.
That's a good sign.
Yeah. So I'm like, okay, well, she's not like, I mean, she's making some money for it from it. They're making money at the store or that, online. So um she probably bought it wholesale, but she said she sold a ton of them. Which then it was that was kind of weird too. She was very excited about how many she can sell, and I'm like, okay, that's weird.
I mean, the
What
way you
else?
described it makes it really, it seems like an essential way to access pelvic floor massage,
Yeah,
especially for a person without a partner to get up in there and
yeah,
use digits to.
yeah. And the thing is, like, you can use your own digital, but it's something about the release because it's long. It's places where like you can't get to necessarily, and like it's a different pressure point. I don't know. It's fucking amazing. It's dudes,
Dudes.
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 You
All
have to
right,
develop one.
we'll have a link to it in the show notes and
It's
everyone
called.
can go.
It's called. So everybody knows too. Intimate Rose pelvic wand.
That name, I was not expecting that name.
And
Intimate Rose.
yeah, I haven't seen it in any colors but purple,
Hmm.
which I like, which I always find funny in toys in general, like when they're like purple and pink, like little toys, not like it has to be like, like a dildo kind of toy, but like the big one, like one of the big ones right now is the lemon.
Lemon, like the flavor.
It's a toy it's a suction toy that looks like a lemon,
Oh, right.
you know? But I'm also like, they have ones that look like, I don't know, it's just funny to me. Little creatures. I just want mine to look like I don't want all like weird colors and a lemon and one was like an avocado. There was the avocado.
I know there is an entire there's an entire section of like uh manga hentai porn that's like
Yeah.
tentacle fucking or
Yeah.
like monster fucking. So I imagine like there are kinks for that, you know, like
Oh, absolutely.
I can only use green toys. It's a long story.
But also I guess like I like maybe this is my thing. I think they remind me of Play-Doh or like toys you had when you were a kid. I don't find them as like I like my favorite toys always have just been a bullet. They're
Hmm.
sleek looking. You can get them in like red, black, silver. Some of them look like lipsticks, like they look like,
Aren't they meant to look like bullets though? That's why the chrome silver.
but they're bigger than a bullet. Maybe I just like bullets. Maybe that's my kink.
I'm sure you could get them in pink or
No, I mean you could, but
alien
then
green.
and those ones. I guess the other thing is those look more like the ones like the purpley ones and the stuff. They look more like latexy, right? It's more like that fake. I'm like so all those microplastics or plastics you're putting inside yourself instead of it being like
I was sitting here thinking there's got to be some like people 3D printing sex toys, but maybe that's too rough. Maybe a 3D printed sex toy would be
I'm sure they
it,
could,
it would be
but
pinching.
I just don't like. I don't know. There's something about like they look very plasticky and like they have like little flowers. I'm not a. I realize I'm not a flowery person, but they look like little flowers and little things. Yeah, I guess
They
I just
also make like authentic cocks, right? Like
yeah
a veiny
yeah.
uh
I can't reach my little to describe what I'm talking about.
and that makes sense, right?
Yeah, that does. But I like and there's this I can't think of the name of the company. Lovegrave, I think is the name of the company. They make a necklace with a charm. It's like a thin little bully looking thing, and
Hmm.
it's actually a vibrator.
Oh,
You can
interesting.
take it with you all the time.
Yeah, when you got before I had seen what was in the box, just like in the movie Seven, I thought you were gonna talk about yoni eggs. Like
I have a
like
phobia
that's another pelvic floor health
that
thing.
that is, and for those of you who don't know what yoni eggs, they actually look like an egg. They look like an egg. They look like an egg. I won't use a yoni egg.
Right, because it would get lost inside of you, you told me.
Yes. So no, I won't be. I am easily swayed to try things. You know,
Yoni eggs. Oh,
but
so boring.
I don't think yoni eggs I could be swayed. I'm join a cult. Um,
Yeah, the shape of this thing, the rose. What is it again?
which one? The
The
one
one
I
that you
have,
just showed me. Yeah.
the Intimate Rose Pelvic Wand.
Intimate rose. Um, the shape was like, I wonder how they tested the shape. They're like, this is the optimal shape.
I think because you can hold it and move it, like maneuver it, like
Yeah.
you can skirt it around, but also like if you're pressing on something, you can instead of it just sitting like this, you can take that handle and be like scoop, and it presses against it even more.
Does it change shape or
No,
does
you
it
can't
return
change
to
shape.
that?
It
Wow.
doesn't change shape at all. That would be kind of cool if you could like kind of move around the shape a little bit. No, it doesn't change shape. Um, but again, like I would prefer it to be like just maybe I don't like just like black or silver.
I'm very interested in like so you're talking about like the coloring of sex toys. What about the naming of sex toys? Because Intimate Rose, they had to have like a lot of conversations before they decided what to call it.
And I guess that's the name of the company. Yeah, no, I think no, I don't like. I'm not a. I think I'd be a good sex toy namer.
That's what I was thinking. We should come up with colors and names and sex
And
flavors.
right, I think this is what it is. I don't want my sex toy to look like something I played with when I was 3.
Yeah.
That's what it is about some of these like very plasticky. bright colors. They look like a little lemon. That was in my play kitchen.
Yeah, I'm wondering if it's like you can put it in an underwear drawer with a lot of brightly colored underwear and it would blend in. I don't really
I-
understand why it has to be
These
like
cutesy things.
toy colored or cute
I
colored.
don't either. I want someone, I wish someone could explain that to me. I want, like, again, I want my toy to be a toy and like it's the only thing. I'm like, yeah, I think, and
What
I will
about like
say,
Desert Storm camo?
that I could do. That I could do. Well, no, it can't be plasticky, I think. Well, maybe. But like, maybe you're right. I think I might have a little bit of a bullet fetish.
That's fine. That's okay.
Yeah. Because,
But they need to appeal to you as well.
yeah. But, I think there's this weird thing
Ooh,
about
do they make them out of glass?
they do make some glass ones. Yeah, there's
No,
glass.
the desert rose or the I'm sorry, the intimate rose. Does it because it looks like it needs to be more flexible.
Not this one, but they do have glass wands. So,
Oh, okay.
but also, let's talk about glass with another fear of mine. I won't use a glass wand.
What about like Bakelite or like transparent plastic of some kind?
Transparent might be okay. But glass, I'm afraid I'm gonna get shards of glass like broken inside of me.
Hmm. Yeah,
Um,
because you
yeah,
will.
I know.
No one's ever done it, but you'll be the first.
I will be the first for sure.
Hmm.
Um,
And then the doctors are like, "There's nothing we could do. Her pussy was just that strong."
shattered. And then while they were trying to help me, like, this is weird. There's also a yoni egg. She didn't mention that.
Oh, there's several.
There's a baker's dozen.
Oh no.
But instead of like the regular size yoni eggs, because made a mistake, I bought the
Cadbury
Cadbury
cream.
mini
Yeah,
yoni eggs.
I knew where you were headed with that. It's been a while since we've talked, but I feel like we still understand.
Absolutely. By the way, so I left I quit my part-time job because I'm moving and
And
um
that was the face
no, the
or
face
it
is
was
where I
the
went. I cried.
injection the
I
in,
cried when I went for my last face treatment.
it was the injection of vitamins place.
Vitamins, yeah, the vitamin IV place. So I left, and my favorite stat people I work with,
Hmm.
not the people I worked for. Let's say that again, not my managers, up but the people, my crew.
Yeah.
They bought me. I wasn't expecting any of this because they gave me a wonderful birthday present too. Like I had a big gift certificate for my face. Cried then, and then they bought me a basket. So when you go into the IV place, we have these in the back, we have these two baskets. One has mints, like Lifesaver mints, and one has Lifesavers, like candied ones. And every time I walk by, I grab one. One, because it's a habit. I can't help it. They're just there. I have to grab one. And I
Hmm.
only eat the purple Lifesavers.
Ew.
They're the best purple, man. Don't yuck my yum. But
I did. I saw.
I know you
I'm
did. You
sorry.
totally, it's okay. So they gave me a basket that had sprinkles, because I talk about how much I love sprinkles all the time. They bought me sprinkles,
Hmm.
a huge bag of um, the Lifesaver mints. I have to go pick up my bag of only purple Lifesavers, and then they gave me a
Oh,
certificate to Amazon.
oh, that's sweet.
And I cried again.
That's a real nice gift. I feel like the art of party gifts has I don't know. I guess I haven't had a job like that in a while, but
Yeah, I mean, I
maybe
wasn't
people do
expecting
that.
because I didn't think in the beginning I didn't think people liked me there. So it took a while for me to find my place there, find my footing, and then I got a card for one of the other ones, one other someone that worked there, and she made me cry too. So,
Hmm.
but I'm going by there on Friday because I have to go pick up my purple candies, and I was thinking about getting a drip. I don't know, I might get my last drip. I have some free ones I might count, but and then I'm getting
So
my hair.
you quit there because your therapy's picking up?
Well, one because my therapy's picking up, but I'm not going to be in Austin anymore, so I can't work there.
Oh, right. Did you already pick out a place?
Oh, what did I not tell? I'm living on the River Walk in Flower. Don't live where I live on a river walk.
Yeah, don't tell us the address.
No. I'm living in Flower Mound. Um,
Oh,
no one's gonna find me. And who cares? No one wants to find me that bad. Um, and so I have it all. I have the movers coming. I'm not moving that much stuff because my stuff got ruined, but I'm moving May 1st. Um, and I'm so anxious. I'm gonna call the movers for the 20th time to make sure they're really coming on next Friday, even though they said they are. I didn't have to sign like I just had to give them a deposit. There was no really like big contract assigned. I don't know. But it was college hunks and they're a big one and everyone recommends them. So
they do intra-Texas moving?
yeah, because it's
Wow.
considered long distance. It's considered a long distance move.
Yeah, that's cool that there's a service to do that.
Yeah. So um and they came the most recommended and they gave me the lowest quote for what I have.
What did you do when you moved from Athens? You just loaded up your car?
I had a SUV at that time and I only took what fit in the car.
That's very romantic.
Yeah. And right now I'm leaving stuff behind too. I'm not taking my mattress because
Hmm.
it's ruined. I can't decide on this chair I'm sitting in right now because it's the different colors than what I want, and it has pen marks on it. Do I leave it behind or do I take it with me?
I like the idea of buying new furniture, but we are
Me
kind of
too.
maxed out on furniture. I need to
Me
get rid
too,
of
but
some of this
also I
shit.
don't know if it has mold in it.
Mm.
It's not really the colors I'm looking for. Yeah, I guess I'll probably get rid of it. Um, Before we head out, is there anything you would like to share? Because I feel like I just bullshit.
Oh, no, I enjoyed listening to it. You're always so entertaining. Um, I'm going to start a new podcast with a couple of friends that I've never started a podcast with before, and
Okay, amazing.
we're going to talk about albums. We're going to listen to full music albums and then kind of talk about what we think about them and what some other people think about them. It'll be
Excellent.
like
When
book club, but for
for me,
albums.
excellent. When is it
And
starting?
we haven't set a date to record, but it should be coming out soon. So
Excellent. Do you
check
have a
back.
first album picked out? Or is that TBD? Is that a secret? It could be a secret. You don't have to tell me.
No, I could tell you it's a whole slew of albums. Um, we're going to talk about a Dinosaur Jr. album,
Mm,
a Rick Wakeman album, a Rebecca Black album. You know who that
okay.
is?
Is that is that is that
She's like a meme. She like
yeah,
did
yeah,
that
yeah.
song Friday, and then
Yeah.
she had a new pop album, and then a couple other, I think two or three other albums. But it'll be fun.
Excellent. That sounds amazing.
Yeah.
Um, Amazing. Well, that's something to look forward to. Y'all, get your wands. Get your intimate rose pelvic wands. I highly recommend them and enjoy using them. Like I said, it'll hurt a little bit at start, but it feels good. So until next time, y'all, peace out. All right. File. New. No, that's wrong. I want to export. I don't know what I'm doing anymore, dudes.
Yeah, I was gonna say I didn't want to record this, but we can talk for the live audience. Like that whole um, foam roller pain into
Yeah.
a release of pleasure. I know that feeling, and I don't like more often than not, it is just pain for me. And
Oh, I'm sorry.
I don't know if everybody feels that way, like the no pain, no gain type of mentality,
I
where
like
it's like,
pain.
I think a lot of people do, and I think you're not alone in that.
I do. What are we calling this episode?
We talked about the rose, we talked about the sex toy naming, bullet, we talked about,
The wand we talked about. I mean, we could just call it the wand and be easy.
um, yeah, no, it was like the pelvic, it was like the female booty inspector. What was it? The pelvic floor specialist. or something like that.
That's like a real name, but because it doesn't in the title, I love that idea, but the title, it's hard to be like,
Yeah, no,
you know, yeah,
that would just sound like a job title.
yeah.
Um, FBI,
We
female.
talked about me applying for a reality show that I probably want to. Um, in a minute, I'm just gonna call it the wand.
Yeah, the one sounds good.
Okay.
All right, well, I appreciate you taking time out of your schedule to do this.
Thank you. Hold on one second. It was 2:37, right?
Hmm.
Thank you for taking time out of your. I should have time next week, and then we can look at calendars again because you said that Mondays don't work for you. Is that correct?
Mondays are fine.
Oh.
I have more time on both Mondays and Wednesdays, like after school gets out.
Ah.
So like my kids are doing after school programs till at least
Oh.
4 o'clock, and that just
Okay.
gives me a little bit more time on those days. Wednesdays, I'm usually booked like all morning, but
Okay.
that's been like a good day for you.
Well, no, and it's not anymore. Wednesdays are terrible.
Okay.
Mondays now, I don't work until 5 year time. So I have the full day until 5 year time.
On Wednesday
Mondays.
mornings?
Mondays.
Monday mornings? Okay,
Mondays I'll be
let's shoot
totally
for Monday then.
okay. Do you want to do Thursday next week since we just did Thursday today and then go to,
Whatever. I
or you
thought
want
whatever works best for you. I could do Monday or Thursday.
okay, I can do Monday, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I'm open on Monday. I haven't looked at the calendar,
Okay,
but
just let me know.
all right.
All right, y'all have a wonderful day. Or you too, Eddie. I don't know, I called you y'all for something.
Y'all have a wonderful day too.
Bye.
Bye.